Today marks 20 years since the 9/11 terrorist attacks, a day that touched and changed everyone. Here at home, many people have those images just really seared into their minds of that smoke billowing from the Pentagon.
We're talking about that, everyone remembering where they were in that moment as people ran from the buildings for cover. First responders were running to the danger zone, searching for victims to help.
It was like a scene from a movie. People just running and all just running for safety, not knowing where they're going, just getting away from, what had happened.
Now, for the first time in 20 years, the group is reuniting with the woman they rescued.
News 4's Doreen Gentzler has the inspiring story.
It's a friendship forged during a dark day in our nation's history.
They are the Guardian 3, and that's our transportation.
This group came together on September 11, 2001, when a hijacked airplane crashed 700 feet from Racquel Kelley's office at the Pentagon.
I have initial memories when the plane first hit and me trying to get out with my coworkers.
The new mom was just back from maternity leave and remembers hearing the crash, then running, fading in and out of consciousness as toxic fumes attacked her lungs. Time was running out, but help was on the way.
It gives me goosebumps right now that we had to be very efficient.
Pilot Ted Chittick and paramedic Barbara Brown were in the front of the MedSTAR Transport helicopter, arriving minutes after the plane hit the Pentagon. Flight nurse Tammy Rippion had only been on the job for a few weeks. Sitting in the back of the chopper, she couldn't see the fire and wreckage.
So I didn't have a view of what we were approaching at all. And both of them, all they kept saying, was, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Under pilot Chittick's steady hand, they found a place to land. And that's when fate put Racquel Kelley in paramedic Barbara Brown's sightline.
Her airway was almost completely closed up. It was probably smaller than a dime. And at that point, in front of us, the deciding decision to stay and do what we needed to do was when she just completely stopped breathing.
Brown made the quick call to intubate Kelley right there on the ground, even though others around them were running for cover, heeding the warning that another plane was headed for Washington. That breathing tube saved Kelley's life, and so began her long road to recovery.
But I realized this is something that I'm going to go through for the rest of my life, and, with therapy, prayer, I get through it. But it's difficult.
Usually the Medevac team's relationship with the patient ends at the emergency room, but this time was different. Here you see Barbara at Racquel's bedside as she recovered from severe burns at MedSTAR Washington Hospital Center. Months after the terror attack, the crew took me on board the MedSTAR chopper to show us their journey on that fateful day.
It's amazing. They've got it just about as pretty as it was before the 11th.
As the Pentagon was rebuilt, the nation began to heal. And this group kept in touch over the years through social media, even gathering at times for special occasions, including Tammy's wedding, where Ted walked her down the aisle. Every year on 9/11, Chittick calls his former crew to check in. But this year, something different. For the first time since that life-saving flight 20 years ago, all four are together, reuniting in front of the same MedSTAR helicopter that was used that day, the backdrop for our interview.
What does it mean to the four of you to get together 20 years?
It's like finally relief.
When you've done this for like almost your entire life, adult life as a career, it's rewarding to see, you made the right decision.
For Racquel Kelley, the physical scars have slowly faded, but the emotional wounds still linger for all of them.
One thing that's difficult for me, I guess, is the infamous picture of our aircraft in front of the plume of smoke, because that was taken on the way back. So I didn't see that. You don't stop to really look. You're just busy, doing what you have to do. I'm proud of that picture, knowing what was happening, but it's a hard picture to see.
An iconic image of that heroic rescue and the unbreakable bond born from one of America's most tragic events.
Here we are 20 years later, sitting next to the person that, you know, we were destined to meet. But to be able to be in contact, see her children grow up, see her baby grow up to a man, see, you know, what she likes doing on the weekends because of Facebook, talking on a weekly basis, keeping that connection. It goes from being a patient to a person.
A friend.
A friend. You know, a lifelong friend.
Racquel Kelley lives in D.C. She has raised 5 adult children. She's one of 10 critical burn patients who were treated at MedSTAR Washington Hospital Center after the attack at the Pentagon. Back to you.
Oh
that was a great story.
We think about the first responders who went into danger and then all the other people who helped in the aftermath. Burn
People
victims
just
require so much work and care, and those bonds that they forge in that moment will really last a lifetime.
I know we reflect on the sorrow of this anniversary, but being able to see the connections that were made and continue. I mean, she watched the children grow up, to watch the children grow up and to be there for special moments. That group forever bonded.
Our fighting spirit, making sure that we overcome adversity, I think a lot of that came out of there, and many people would say they're stronger for it.
Absolutely.